Les cimetières plus beaux ici en Prague. Et c'est pas mal, vraiment. No.
How many languages do you speak?
I'm gonna tease these girls. All right. Guys, originally the Jews had enough land that this thing being in the corner of the city was enough for them to live separately from it. Typically you try to live away from your cemetery from where you bury your dead. And after 100 years, it was full. And so they went to the secular community and they said, hey, we need more land to bury our dead in. And they said no. So they removed all of the tombstones, they marked where they went, and then they took more land into the cemetery with dirt in wheelbarrows and built it up and made it taller. And then put the tombstones back and buried new bodies on top of the old bodies. You guys with me on that one? Yeah? So you got a double-decker cemetery, and then you got two tombstones on top of the two bodies. Yeah, one where it would ordinarily be, and one right in the middle. And 100 years later, it was full again, and they didn't get more land, so they did it again, and 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 again, 11 times.
New song.
It's a good dance there, huh?
Yeah.
The burying the Jews dance. Jewish quarter Jew song. Yes, it's 11 layers deep. They haven't put a new body in there in 200 years, and it's got 25,000 in there right now. It's absolutely chock full. And you can see up there, see how far back? Almost to the river. It's a pretty big cemetery. I mean, it's small for 25,000, but it's actually pretty big. It takes a minute to walk across. Now, the cemetery, see how you can see up there on the top of that hill? That hill is a lot bigger than it looks. Because if you remember, I told you they built the city up. So, like you can reach up and touch the roof of this building. That's the top of the second floor. This is not a small building, but the sidewalk is built up around it. So that hill is actually 2 or 3 meters taller than it looks right now. Because the street level when they started building it, when they started burying their dead, was 2 to 3 meters lower than we are right now. Now, has anybody been to Eisenman's Holocaust Memorial in Berlin? It's the big marble pillars in that big pit, yeah? Now, for those guys who haven't seen it, it's like somebody drained the water in an Olympic swimming pool and then put big marble, like square, but pillars, into it. And as you walk down into the deep end, they just get taller and taller, and it's a really kind of alienating experience if you go in and you're not being all chatty with your mates and you're just going by yourself and stuff and really kind of try to figure out what this artist is trying to tell you. It's pretty cool because there's nothing written on anything. It's just an experience, and it is kind of wild, especially for its location, because you're standing on street level and you're looking over the tops of all these pillars, and you're in the center of a major, like a European metropolis. And you walk in, and within a minute, it's colder, it's darker, it's quieter, it's a little weird, and anybody, even people who've never even heard of the Holocaust, would get a really weird feeling from that. You could take some Masai Mara tribesman from the Serengeti and drop them in there, and they'd still feel a little bit weird. Probably from the helicopter ride. But what it is, I can't be serious for too long, he's retarded. Anyway, Eisenman tells nobody what you're supposed to take for that experience, yeah? And the only thing that the city told him when he built it was, we need it to be really, really big and really, really central, because they wanted it to be something that German politicians would drive past every day on the way to work for the next 1,000 years and go, oh yeah, that's why we don't do that. And it's pretty awesome. But he does say where he got his inspiration. And he got his inspiration from hanging out inside that cemetery. Now, I personally don't go in there because I don't like dead bodies no matter what religion they are. But if you need to design like a Holocaust memorial in Berlin anytime soon, and you're looking for some inspiration, it worked for Eisenman. Let's go.